To ask the Chancellor of the Duchy of Lancaster if he will make a statement on the due diligence and performance management performed on the public procurement of personal protective equipment during the COVID-19 pandemic.
Over the course of the programme, due diligence was done over 19,000 companies, and over 2,600 companies made it through that initial due diligence. We had to balance the risk of contracts not performing and supplies being priced at a premium against the crucial risk to the health of frontline care workers, the NHS and the public if we failed to get the PPE that we so desperately needed. And as well as due diligence checks, there was systematic price benchmarking as well. Prices were evaluated against the need for a product, the quantity available, how soon it was available, and the specification of the product. And many deals were rejected or renegotiated as initial prices offered were not acceptable.
To be honest, Mr Speaker, the defence of due diligence, I would say what due diligence? Yeah. Last night, documents seen by The Guardian revealed that yet another case of taxpayers' money was wasted, a total failure of due diligence and a conflict of interest at the heart of government procurement. In May 2020, PPE Medpro was set up and given £203 million in government contracts after a referral from a Tory peer. It now appears that tens of millions of pounds of that money ended up in offshore accounts connected to the individuals involved. Profits made possible through the company's personal connections to ministers and the Tories' VIP lane that was declared illegal by the High Court. Yet ministers are still refusing to publish correspondence relating to the award of the Medpro contract because they say, Mr Speaker, the department is engaged in a mediation process. Can the Minister today tell us if that mediation process has reached any outcome and what public funds have been recovered, if any? Will he commit to releasing all of those records, both to the COVID-19 public inquiry and to this House once it is completed?
On the point about the high priority group, let's just be clear about what this was and wasn't, Mr Speaker. Around 9,000 people came forward, and all ministers will have experienced endless people directly ringing them up to try and help with the huge need that there was at the time. And many of us as backbenchers will have also had approaches from constituents who were keen to help and needed somewhere to be referred on to. All that route did was handle those huge number of contacts that were coming in to ministers of people offering to help. And let me be clear that it did not give you any kind of successful guarantee of a contract. Indeed, 90% of the bids that went through it were not successful.